Our company was made to make house calls to customers who had problems with their computers. My job was mainly dealing with people who I swore didn't know the simplest thing about computers. Regardless, it was my job to inspect and fix the issue. That night, I had a huge list of people waiting to get their computers repaired. The next on the list was a business that couldn't bring their computers online. I was requested by the owner to come check it out as soon as possible. I got in my car and headed to his place. Since it was a business, I figured there may be something wrong with a network cable, or someone installed a Trojan horse by accident. I finished the drive there and entered the building. When I reached the building, the owner directed me to a computer. He said it wouldn't get online. He then continued to rant about how Microsoft Windows is horrible and other things until I pulled out my laptop to see what the problem was. I tried accessing Google on the computer. It said the URL was invalid. Since I know Google was a real site, there must be something wrong with the computer's connection. I checked the connection settings. I face-palmed at the fact that the computer was not connected to any Wi-Fi. All of the networks were locked with WEP security, so I asked the man to look for the passcode. He took a long time, so I decided to toy around on my laptop for a bit. All of a sudden, a network appeared that had no security. Me, stricken with the agony of boredom, logged on to the network. I started going on the web, looking at articles and files when my computer began to freeze a bit. I found this strange. My laptop never froze before. As time progressed, it froze more and more frequently with longer durations each time. Eventually, the browser crashed. As I was about to reboot my computer, a new browser started up, with a chat box in the middle. A random user logged on. He began typing. "This is your last warning. Leave this network now." At the time, I thought it was just a program built into this network to keep hackers away, so I paid no attention to it. It began typing again. "This is your final warning. Leave now." At this point, I'm quite impressed with the program. After all, it was well made. I could hardly tell it was a program. It wrote again. "Leave now, or else." I still don't know why I did this, but I decided to taunt it. I replied to it. "Or what?" The user typed, "I will make your life hell." I laughed it off. Now this program really had my respect. It was very entertaining. "This is good security," I wrote in the box. "I warned you," the man wrote. He then proceeded to write my name. This is when I began to get scared. I didn't tell him my name. "How do you know my name?" Instead of answering my question, he proceeded to name my personal information, my address, credit cards, phone number, social media account. These were all correct. Shocked, out of my mind, I sat there in complete silence. Eventually the man typed again. since you refuse to leave, you will see hell. The chat box disappeared. At this point, I'm rapidly pushing the disconnect button. It's not responding. The option to exit the browser and power off my computer are also disabled. As I look on the screen, I am filled with utter terror. I saw things humans shouldn't see. Murder, demonic sacrifice, rape, innocent babies being killed, and more. At the end of the video, I vomit. I couldn't take any more of this. The chat box reappears. "Leave while you still can," he wrote. I quickly shut off my computer and disconnect from the network. I don't tell the owner about this, as it would just make things worse. The owner came back and got connected to the wireless network. I rushed out of there as soon as possible. I'm lucky I didn't hear anything of it since.